Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, if you just stumbled upon this video for this review, let me introduce myself. I'm L to the W. I'm a disabled veteran. I'm an avid car enthusiast. I have several very nice muscle cars, from a 91 Z28 to a 17 Camaro SS that's supercharged. I have an 05 GTO. I have a few very nice cars that I like to tinker and play around with. So if those things interest you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have a very lovely wife, originally from Russia, beautiful woman. We both love to travel and check out some stuff. I have some travel videos in my my playlist down below. We've been a few very nice and exciting places, so if that excites you, you might want to travel, because that's what we're going to do a little bit more on, and that's why we have this review today. We're newbies to the RV industry, to the RV market. We just purchased one, and one of the issues is they don't have any way of monitoring the tire pressures in these things, and it's very important, especially if you're running something with like a dually, like a Class A or Class C motorhome. Even some Bs have dual tires, or if you're pulling a trailer and it's back there and you're not sure what's going on. There's a wide variety of TPMS systems, so I'm going to give you an honest review. I bought this out of my own pocket, so I got my own fingers crossed that I'm not out $80. I purchased this thing on eBay. They sell them on Amazon. They're all pretty much about the same thing. This is what the box looks like, and this is what the unit looks like. It's solar powered, which is nice. It also came with a plug, and if you go on Amazon, you'll see this very same thing under several different names. They probably just make them in China or Japan, something like that, and throw a bunch of different names on. So I'm going to go ahead and do a review, but what's different is I've already put the sensors on my 17 Chevy Cruze that has a factory TPMS system in it, so it's going to be fun to compare the readings off of this to what my factory TPMS says. So this should give us a fairly accurate indication as to how these sensors work. So let me just, before we go out on the road, let me show you a little bit more to what's in the package. As you can see there, the caps are conveniently numbered. For me, 1 through 6, because I have 6 sensors. They came in this part of the package. A lot of people complain about the instruction manuals. I have to say, they probably rewrote them, because they do seem to be a whole lot better in the way they explain. To me, it makes total sense how everything works via here. You get a tool here and some nuts. It's supposed to be an anti-theft system. You put the nut on your valve stem, you use this wrench to hold it, and then you have one of these two tools here to actually tighten the cap down onto this. Also, one of these tools here is for replacing the batteries, in case you have to open the valve stem reader up to change the batteries. And then you got a micro USB cord to charge it in case you don't have enough solar. And then the last piece you get in the bag is a little rubber pad to put on your dash to keep it from sliding. That to me is probably already the one negative. I wish there was like maybe a suction cup holder mount or something else, because it is solar, so you kind of want it on your dash. And I really don't want to use double stick tape or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get into the vehicle, and let's go for a drive, and we'll go ahead and compare the two systems. Here's my factory TPMS. It says all my tires except for the right rear is at 35. Now this unit says everything is at 35 except for the right rear is at 36. So it's 1 pressure difference on the back tire, and then 2 pounds different on the front 3. So I'm not sure how these things read, because they don't read in decimals. Well, actually, there we go. My factory one just went up to 34 on that. So it seems to be within about a pound, maybe just 2 pound difference. So that to me isn't terrible. Sorry it's flashing. This is actually still set up for a 6 tire system. If you see the vehicle right there, it's got 4 tires, because this is a 6 sensor system. I didn't set it to be 4 tires, but that's the reason it's flashing. It's letting me know that we have a pressure alert. There you go, man. That looks like it's pretty good. Alright, there you have a pretty simple test. This compared to the factory system, and I would have to say that I'd give this thing a pass. It's within 1 to 2 psi of what the factory sensors are reading. And to me, that's pretty good, because bottom line at the end of the day is we want to know is if we have a tire that's losing air, and we want to be able to pull off, get to the side of the road, and get it repaired before the thing explodes and does some damage. And that's where these things are priceless to have. Something to alert you have a tire going down. Because in a situation, if you have a travel trailer, you're probably not going to feel one tire. If you have a motorhome with the dual axle, you might not feel, especially if it's one of the inner tires going low, you might not feel that thing going low, and these tires exploding do a lot of damage. So this is what we want to check. So now I know some people might say, well, I should have compared it with the tire pressure gauge, but I mean, honestly, tire pressure gauges vary as bad as anything else. As bad as the readings on this, as bad as the TPMS sensors, but I really do think the TPMS sensors are giving me a fairly accurate reading as to what's going on in the car, so I'm just going to go with those. I have several pressure gauges, and none of them ever agree the pressure, so basically I'm just comparing this to what you get in your car, the factory system in a car compared to this aftermarket version, which, you know, if you buy a motorhome, that they're not going to have it, unless maybe you do on some of the really nice high-end ones like the one we're getting doesn't. So I want to have this, so that way I know if I have a tire going low. Nice thing is that it's solar, you don't have to plug it in. Bad thing is it doesn't tell you where the battery is, but they do give you a USB cord, so you can go ahead and plug it in. If you don't have a USB port, you can buy one of those things that plug in a cigarette lighter and has a USB. So that I don't know. Long-term test, I'll leave comments down. I'll leave a pinned comment down below. If I ever have a problem with this unit, I'll leave a pinned comment down below, steer you away from it. But as of right now, I think it's a pretty good unit. $70, $80 versus the $350 or whatever for the most highly recommended unit out there. There's 3 buttons in the back, a set, a plus, and a minus, and I did find that the minus button does change the screen brightness a little bit. There's like 3 settings, so you can adapt the screen brightness a little bit. Also, I found during the test, this little rubber mat they give you is actually quite sticky. Good thing is it seems like it's going to hold the unit pretty well. I took the turn pretty fast in my car, and I didn't have a problem with the sliding. Bad thing is it's so sticky, though. If you sit it down on something, it's probably going to collect a lot of dirt, so you don't want to drop this thing. You want to keep it protected if you don't have the unit in there. Also, too, you know, you don't have to have like a 6-wheel RV to use this thing. You can program it down to 4 tires. So maybe if you have a car that you want to go ahead and adapt this to, you can. Or if you have a travel trailer that's just a dual axle 4 tires, this will work perfect for that too. I'm not sure of the range. I don't have a trailer to test it on, and I can't send my car down the road with me following it, but for all intents and purposes, what we're doing now is like for vehicles or like a motorhome type system. This should actually work pretty good. Like I said, it's going to save you a bunch of money. And that's my review. You know, I'm a veteran. I take my word very seriously. I don't want to recommend a product that's trash. Nobody paid me to do this. I bought it, and I'm just trying to help the community out there. Man, that's what us as veterans like to do. That's why we served our country. We like to protect people. We like to give people good advice, you know, do whatever we can for our country and our fellow citizens. And you know what? This can apply to anywhere in the world. Also, this system, you can use this thing in Canada or wherever that uses a bar for readings, because it has PSI and bar. It has Celsius and Fahrenheit for temperatures. And like I said, the good thing is you can set high and low temperature warnings on your tires and high and low pressures. So something with like a dually tire, you're going to probably run a higher pressure on the rear duals because they hold more weight than the front. So that luxury of changing the 2 pressure systems is nice too. Alright, I'll leave an Amazon link down below to the thing. It is an affiliate link. I'll get a small commission. If you buy off of that, it doesn't change your price, and it goes to help buy camera gear and fund stuff for this channel, and I would greatly appreciate it if you use that link if you are interested in one of these units. So hopefully if you'd like to support me, you like to watch cars, you like traveling, that, maybe subscribe to the channel. If not, just give me a thumbs up, at least that, make a comment down below. It really helps recommend my video to other people, and it'll help me kind of grow the channel and afford to do more stuff and reviews, stuff like this. So thanks for watching, and hopefully maybe we'll see you for the next video in the vlog. Thanks for watching.